Next up, we have Juventus versus Benfica, and this is a massive one for Benfica as well. This is another win and you're in game. A draw here most likely keeps Benfica in too, strictly on goal differential. Benfica is sitting on 10 points. 11 points is probably going to get the job done for them here. It's away. It's at Juve. The over-under is very telling here. Over 2.5 goals at plus 115. Again, Juve has really struggled to put balls in the back of the net. Benfica had a wild, super sloppy rain game versus Barca that went 4-5. But Benfica did look good. Whether or not Di Maria starts is going to be a huge thing for me here. But I like Benfica to come away with at least a point. You're going to want to control your own destiny here. I think the draw is a big-time runner at plus 230. I think Benfica on the Asian handicap at plus 0.25, plus 102 is definitely worth a play. I personally don't like half wins. So what I would do is I would probably buy this up to plus 0.5. And that way I take the full win for a draw for like the double chance kind of there. The sportsbooks at least, I think, have this right. Benfica to score at minus 220. I know Juve's defense is really, really tough, but if you're in a situation where it's win and you're in and you're not scoring a goal, then you're not controlling your own destiny. So I think Benfica have to find a way to get on the score sheet here. I don't know if Juve can score too. Like that's where I'm at with this. So I think the under is a live runner here at minus 128. I think that Benfica on a spread, whether it's this plus 0.25 or plus 0.5, is a runner. I think Juve team total under is almost kind of worth laying the juice at minus 160 because who's scoring twice for Juve?
No one. I think the lowest odds for a goal scorer plus 230. So that should tell you everything you need to know. You hit every point. Juve, listen, they're the draw kings. They have 3 draws out of 7 in this competition. They have 13 draws out of 20 in Serie A. This is what they do. Plus 230 is actually, it doesn't seem like it, but it's kind of a tremendous value considering how much they draw.
And considering that Juve don't need shit out of this game. Juve's in, period.
Definitely don't. They're in. There's no 4-point wins yet in Champions League. They haven't changed that rule yet, so they can't be caught. That being said, could they very potentially, like 5 other results have to go their way? Could they sneak into the top 8?
Yep.
Maybe. I don't think they're thinking that way. I'm certainly not thinking that way. They're going to be tough at home. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Their defense has been good. They've only given up 5 goals in this competition so far. But to your point, they haven't scored. They've only scored 9 goals. 3 of those were in one game. So if you take that out, this is a 1 goal a game team. So no need to play an over here. There's no need to play a team total here for Juve. I like Benfica on the spread. Plus 0.25 is fine if you're into that Asian market. If you're not, to Oaks' point, buy it up, lay a little bit of juice, probably minus 130 for a double chance. If it's even that, might even be better. Shame on me for not having it up.
Give me 1 second. I got you.
It is minus 150. It's actually worse. So if you can get that around minus 140, I'd probably play it. Minus 150 is a little steep, because a lot of things can obviously happen, but Benfica has to be it. And if you want
Benfica on so double chance and plus 0.5 are the same thing. On the Asian handicap, you can get minus 143 on Benfica. So that's, again, it is heavy juice, but again, who's scoring twice for Juve?
I don't know. The other thing I'll say, and I'm sorry, I don't know if I can pull up player props now, or do you want to pull up?
Yeah, let's pull up player props now. Just so we're all clear, Dusan's not fucking starting. The managers made it very fucking clear. Nope. You don't get back and you don't participate on defense, you don't have a spot on my team.
And it's correct. So that situation's been frosty for a long time. Now with Malta in, he seems like he's going to be the guy to lead Juve for the next couple of years. I totally get it. You have to set an example. You want the mentality of your team to be better. It's still Juventus at the end of the day. Their results have not been up to par.
Their expectations are compete for a fucking Scudetto, compete for Champions League.
100%.
And if you're not going to play Malta's brand of football, we don't need you, and he doesn't care how much they paid for you.
Spot on. So I agree with that mentality. I'm wondering what's going to happen. Gonzalez might play a false nine. We don't know. But the props I'm looking for here are going to be on the
Benfica side.
Going to be on the Benfica side, man. You have a guy, Pavlidis, who scored a hat trick last game. I think he scored a hat trick in the first half.
Yep.
You're hanging plus 250 on him to score a goal in a game that they need. That seems a little bit unfair. I think that's a great number to take a shot at. And then we have, you mentioned it, I don't know if Di Maria is going to be playing or not. If he is, give him an assist at plus 450. 1 assist and he equals Ronaldo for the all-time leader in the Champions League. That's just silly. So obviously, make sure he starts if you can, but plus 450 is a ridiculous number. 2 player props I'm very happy with taking. If we lose 2 units, so be it, but I don't think that's going to happen. This is a game they absolutely need. I expect somebody to come through.
It's actually one of those very rare occasions where I'm fine. If you're not going to be able to watch the game and live bet, I'm fine taking Di Maria, even if he doesn't start at plus 470 for an assist, especially on FanDuel with their super soft assist grading rules. If you can't watch the game live and you have to do all your betting pregame, I'm fine taking Di Maria because, again, he is looking to break the record. This is a must-win, or not a must-win, but a win in your in
Pretty
game.
much.
A draw does Benfica just fine as well. Di Maria, I completely agree with you, has the chance to tie Ronaldo's record. Disrespectful ass number on that assist there. The other thing I want to mention is Pavlidis offsides. Pavlidis has been offsides in his last 4 starts. He's got 5 total in UCL. He's sitting at plus 175 right now on DK to be offsides
Silly.
once.
I wonder if there's going to be correction in this market, because it seems like everyone you're throwing out there is like a slammer.
Yeah. And look, these markets are inflated because it is Champions League. Like, everything is tougher in Champions League. That's why I love betting Champions League. That's why I do all these videos with Nick and for you guys, is because this is where you get the best players at the best value, because they are playing the hardest competition on the planet. Like, there's a reason that you don't see Haaland at plus money a lot in EPL for anytime goal scorer, but you're going to find him at plus money in Champions League. It's because what this means, it means more. So, but yeah, I like Pavlidis for an offsides, plus 175 over on DK. Another guy for an assist that I think we have to talk about is, and he's not listed in this FOTMob lineup, and if Juve don't play him, I have enough problems with Juventus already. If you're not starting Weston McKennie, what are you doing? Like, then you're telling me you're fine sitting on 12 points. You're fine not even putting your name in the conversation for a bye. Weston McKennie has looked like the best player on year 11 for a long time now.
Agreed.
And the fact that he is American and it feels like he has to fight for his job just because he's American all the time kind of bugs me, because without it, like, he led your club in assists last season. He's looked like an absolute stud. Every time you start him, he can play every position on the pitch. Like, what more do you need? You tried to short him $2 million last year. Like, you tried to play hardball with him on his contract, and he's been the best player in year 11. Like, I don't know what Juventus is doing or why McKennie gets this rap. I know that he can kind of be a pain in the ass to, like, some guys, maybe a locker room thing, but I don't know. It seems like he's doing very, very well in Italy, and it just seems kind of disrespectful for me. But anyway, McKinney assist at plus 575 is a little outrageous. Again, led the club in assists last season, has looked really good in kind of all his starts. Even if he's playing left back, like, I kind of like his shots and his shot on target. Like, McKinney knows how to find the frame. He can come forward when he needs to. He seems to have a really good connection with Yildiz and is able to find him in space all the time. So, yeah, I like McKinney for a shot on target, and I like his assist.
Everything you said, I echo it. I second it. You're absolutely right. He is a menace off of set pieces as well. Gets his head on the ball. So definitely good shouts. He is likely playing left back, so Cambiaso's listed here. Coach already said that he's not going to play. He's likely moving to Manchester City, so they're calling it an injury, but he's not playing this game either. So wait for that final lineup, but he is likely playing left back.
Is Coop Meaners going to embarrass you today?
I don't know. I'm on the once every 5 games. I'm going to take him to do something because he eventually will. And then let me tell you, the Twitter haters will be waiting for me when that happens. But the number's not good. Like, he's plus 375 to score. I've gotten him at plus 500 against lesser opposition. So not the game I'm going to take a stab with Coop. But he has been terrible.
I don't hate his shot on target. I can't get the best number here because my odds shopping tool is just a little slow to update with these markets for shots on target, but plus 115 FanDuel isn't terrible, but like if you can stretch that out into like the plus 150 neighborhood, then I'm looking at getting involved in Coop Meaners just to hit the frame. But here's the thing is, like, Juve is not gonna shoot a whole ton, or at least that's my opinion of it. If I have to take somebody on Juventus to get a goal, I'm gonna take Yildiz just because he's been in the best form for them. And again, this is just being a little bit slow for me on finding the best price. But Yildiz at plus 350 seems pretty disrespectful. If anybody's gonna find the back of the net for Juve, it's probably gonna be him.
Yeah, and he's I shouldn't say that because Conceição is actually very good as well, but Yildiz is a game breaker. He's one of the guys on the team that has talent. He carries the ball. He wants the ball. He's not afraid to shoot. He gets central, even though he's listed as a winger. If anything can make something out of nothing and produce a goal by himself, he's the only guy on Juve that can do that. So absolutely with you on the logic.
A couple other things I want to mention here is Otamendi to be booked at plus 150 is always a good shout. Again, the guy is gigantic. I think that his headed shot on target is always worth a look. He's a good guy that they pick out for set pieces. So I do like Otamendi for a shot as well. Maybe even a headed shot on target if you want to get a lot extra with it. But that's kind of where I'm at here. I love your look of Pavlidis for a goal. I like him to be offsides as well.
Killer.
Di Maria assist, Otamendi booking, Otamendi shot on target, headed shot on target. Weston McKennie, I'm going to take for a shot on target and possibly an assist just for a little sprinkle because that I just am not sure how much Juve is going to score, but the value is super there on McKinney at plus 575 for an assist, and Yildiz for a goal at plus 350 just seems flat out disrespectful. All right, guys, so appreciate you tuning in. As always, make sure to like and subscribe right here on youtube.com/@Baroque772. It costs you absolutely nothing. It helps me out a ton. It allows me to bring you all this stuff for free every week. So please like and subscribe, and that way you get notified on YouTube anytime we're doing lives or I have some new content up. So appreciate you guys, and we will talk soon. We outside!